And we're back for a quick look at Planet Crafter. Now, this game I played a long time ago when it was actually a demo, I think. So there's this old file up here that's got a file error. I think that's the original. I then did a quick just test there to get a feel for the game, just to understand it. And I think we'll go with intense. And every item in your inventory gets destroyed when you die. Oxygen, health, and water decreases a bit faster. I'm not doing hardcore. Hardcore means if you die, you die. That's like just no. That's just does not feel like a good idea. Let's just do intense 2. Ugh, I feel like that's a bad name. Let's get a better name on there. Much better. We'll go with you Muppet. Right. Now, but listen to this. Change course.
Emergency. Correct your trajectory.
Hear that? Correct your trajectory. Can anyone see ow. Can anyone see a control stick? Like we look around here and can you see any form of controls? How are you supposed to check your trajectory? Yeah, blah blah blah. You create a blue atmosphere. That's wonderful. Open storage. We've got space food, space oxygen, and some water. You know what? We'll keep the oxygen up. We want to craft a backpack and we want to craft an oxygen tank. A backpack requires 2 iron. An oxygen tank requires 1 iron, 2 cobalt, and 1 magnesium. So we need 3 iron, 2 cobalt, and 1 magnesium. And then we run around here. 1 iron, 2 iron, 3 cobalt as well, wasn't it? Yeah, whatever. Close enough. We'll get 2 or 3 cobalt. I'm just going to grab a little bit of everything. Oop. That's titanium. We're supposed to grab some magnesium around here somewhere. Oop, never mind, we're already full. I need to be more careful about this. Or maybe even slightly more strategic. Backpack. Perfect. Backpack, we equip it. Gives us an extra line of slots. Then, can we craft a backpack? Nope, still need some magnesium. And we can dump some of this stuff. Okay, we're going to want carry back as much junk as we can. And if you see any iron ever, just grab it. Iron is always useful. You'll never not have a use for iron. Only downside I've found to this so far is there's no auto sprint. You can't just tap sprint and... Maybe if I do caps lock, will that work? No. You have to hold shift to sprint. I feel like that's just an oversight. Alright, what do we want? Oxygen tank? Yeah, that was the one. So, this will craft us an oxygen tank. That will take us from 100 oxygen in our tank to 145. Every time we come back to this capsule, it tops up their oxygen there in the bottom left. We gotta just craft, like, so much stuff. Construction. So, we need silicon, 2 silicon, 2 magnesium. Okay, we've got all of the necessary resources to create a construction ship. What this allows us to do is, once it's equipped, we can then hit the Q button and build up bring up a build menu. So, now we have to craft a living compartment, a drill, a bunch of other junk. Basically, we want to get started on, well, our little quest. Can we do foundations? I think I'd like to do foundations to start. Takes 1 iron, but getting foundations up would be a good idea. And let's get to slightly higher ground. Yeah, I think here is good. Perfect. Now we need 2 iron and a titanium for this thing. Is there a titanium around here somewhere? Ooh, magic chests. You find them around the place. Yeah, we wanted titanium. Ooh, blueprint. Yes, we'll take it. You've also got water and food. You know what? We will be back for you. But first... Yeah, okay. Oxygen's running low. We'll pop back to the hab real quick and top up. And if things get really bad, we can always just activate them. Ooh, that's actually pretty tight. No, it's fine. It's fine. Easy peasy. Honestly, until you black out, you're pretty good. Okay. Now, yeah, living compartment, and we're going to need a door on it. Nice. That looks pretty good. Oh, damn it. We need more titanium. Fine. I love that there's just this stuff lying around on the ground for us to pick up. Whee! And this now tops up our oxygen. Like, this requires nothing, and it's just, yeah, you now have oxygen in here. Also, as long as we have a bit of iron, we can put ourselves down a storage crate, which is handy for just storing junk. Blueprint microchip. You know, you can stay in there for now. All right, top left. We need to craft a drill and a wind turbine. What do they cost? Let me guess. Drill, iron, and titanium. Wind turbine is iron. So more titanium, more iron. Basically, yeah, that's why you always pick up iron anytime you see it. And a little bit of titanium if you see that too. Okay, so over here I think we're going to start installing this junk. Give us a drill. The drill needs power, so give us a wind turbine. And I'm going to stick it there. Doesn't seem to be a power distance, so that just powers it from there. And this takes 0.5 kilowatts, and this thing generates 1.2. So you could run about 2 drills off of this. But also provides power to all your habs and stuff. So you need to be kind of careful about this. Or, well, you can put your power pretty much anywhere as far as I can tell so far. And there doesn't seem to be a limit. So I could put one over there or put a wind turbine over there, and it just wirelessly gives power to this habitat. What do you want? You want a screen on terraforming. This requires cobalt. I don't think I got any of that on hand, but we can grab some of that real quick. Cobalt is that material over there. And I should probably just start mining everything that's in range, because... Ooh, iridium. That's actually really important. And another blueprint. Oh, man. This is actually really good. Last time I played this, I didn't find any blueprints or stuff at all early on. This is just... Eh? But we're doing good. We have enough for that screen now? Yep, we do have enough for that terraforming screen. Right there. Perfect. That tells us bugger all. Basically, it's keeping track of how much pressure, heat, and oxygen. So, this drill out there is basically mining gas out of the ground and releasing it into the atmosphere, and it's increasing the pressure on the planet by 0.2 NPA a second. And that will keep rising in pressure. So the more drills we do, the faster that will go up, which we'll get around to later. But for now, it's just sort of like survival, get a little bit of a base up and running, and then you kind of, well, you're just going to start stacking those drills and going crazy. You hold on to that second blueprint. Our next thing up is we want to craft a blueprint screen, which is this one. Ooh, yeah, give me that right there. I think you feed this thing blueprints. Decode a blueprint chip. New blueprint received T1 agility boost. Okay. It doesn't actually show up here. This is your blueprint screen. It's basically your tech screen. But how you unlock tech is different to most things. For example, this is the pressure. As in that drill outside that's creating pressure and going into the atmosphere, you just saw it went up. Oh, 1 second, we got a drink in a minute. Tincture as well. When you get thirsty, you need to drink, and to create water, you get ice, and you run ice through the crafting station. That gives you water. But in here, as this pressure rises, we will hit 70 NPA. And once we hit 70 NPA, that will give us access to the oxygen tank Mark II. And let's decode this other blueprint. And new blueprint received microchipped T1 mining speed. Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh, looks like the rain started. Yeah, rocks fall out of the sky. Now this is sort of like to help make sure you don't soft lock yourself. Those things will land, and it seems when they hit, there you go, come on, come on. Can't really see it hopefully from the, well, maybe you can. It'll spit stuff out, and it repopulates resources on the ground. I don't know if they can kill you. I assume they can. Let's maybe not test that. Next up, we got to craft a heater. And this was going to be a pain in the butt to craft, because you have to get iridium, and iridium is often a mine that's like, or a cave that's way over, I want to say there-ish. And it's like a 2-stop jump. It was a pain in the butt, but we found like 1 iridium in storage, so we can now just craft that thing here. We will need to get our hands on some silicon outside, though. You know what? I'm going to put that in storage. If we die on the difficulty we're on, we lose everything that's on us. So I would prefer not to have that happen. Okay, heater. You can go there. And immediately cuts out the power, because we don't have enough juice to keep it running. That is okay. We can slap down another wind turbine. Doesn't seem to be a problem with them being placed too close to each other. So now that gets the power started up, and now heat. Here we go. We can see our heat is starting to increase. And that means this section down here will start unlocking where we get all of this tech. But it's going to be very slow. It's like time-based. But effectively, we could just walk away now and never come back again. And eventually this would do all of those things. But that's no fun. We want to actually see what else this game has to offer. Next up, craft a veggie tube. Okay, this is a veggie tube thingy. Yeah, we'll stick you right there. Ah, god Fine. More power. More. Now, we need a plant to stick in it. Damn it. Sick, we're gonna go pop around and find a plant. I think there's one in the craft, but sometimes you find them as well in these little cases that are strapped about the place. Yes, Sinapia seed. We'll grab you. We'll grab all the iron, titanium, magnesium, silicon, and then we'll take everything. Okay, so in here you'll notice that oxygen is at 0. Somehow the heater in here is now heating the entire planet, despite being very slowly, but from inside here. And oxygen is at 0, but once we dump in this Sinapia something seed, that should start generating oxygen. There we go. And that basically starts unlocking all of this. Now, all 3 of these combined appear to provide some sort of terraforming index number. And the higher that goes, the more that unlocks on this section, which is the T2 backpack, solar panels, all this stuff. Downside is I can't find access to... Oh, T2 craft station. Yes, please. Done. Okay, so this gives us access to the new T2 stuff. So agility boots increases movement speed by 15%. Requires fabric and aluminum. We've no fabric yet. T1 exoskeleton. Increases equipment capacity. Ooh, titanium, silicone, magnesium. Yes. What are you? T2 oxygen tank. Okay, give me the exoskeleton first. What do you do? Oh, okay. So this allows us to put on more equipment on top of the equipment we already have. I was wondering about that because we have, say, a microchip for construction, but there's also one for deconstruction, one for torch. Like, there's a bunch of these things. You couldn't equip all of them at the same time. So now, with that exoskeleton thing, we can now equip more things. But first up, we need to do a T2 oxygen tank. Silicon to magnesium. Yeah, and I think we can get a T2 oxygen tank. Thank you, which should take us up. It took us from 145 to 200. Nice. We need to get our hands on fabric somehow. I have no idea how to get that. Ooh, probably raiding spaceships. There is a spaceship up there. I think that's going to have to wait. For now, we need to get craft screen progress. And this is what stymied me the last time. I was like, how do I craft screen progress? Because I was looking in here and I couldn't see screen progress. Turns out screen progress only unlocks after you get the heat on the planet up to 2.0 NK, whatever that means. So, we need to get food, though. How do we get more food is the big question. Food grower. That unlocks at 12 PPT, which is oxygen, basically. So we need to get oxygen up a lot to make 12 PPT. Yeah, that means we're going to need a bunch of these veggie tubes. How about we just build a bunch of everything and see what happens? Because I figure we'll start unlocking higher level things like VeggieTube 2. Will probably give more oxygen production, all this stuff. So increase the size of the hab and just start harvesting resources from all over the place. That sounds kind of normal. We're going to need, though, a bunch of titanium and iron for that. Now, can we stick stuff on... Yeah, there we go. Yoink! You shall be storage. Yeah, right there, if you wouldn't mind. And... done. Wait, actually. What am I doing? What was that? Reached something? Unlock backpack tier 2. A tier 2 backpack sounds wonderful. Iron, silicone, and titanium. No titanium. Fine, we'll go grab some. We're pretty much on a spree to get all of the iron and titanium we can get our paws on in the surrounding area. And a little bit of magnesium and anything else that's pretty hard to come by. Okay, tier 2 backpack. Nice! Now we can carry a butt ton more stuff. And, yeah, we're just going to need more storage. Basically, I just want to clean out everything in the surrounding area so that we don't have to go rummaging around all the time. For now, we're not even going to try sorting it. We're just going to collect most of what we think is important. Ooh, we're actually running out of food. There we go. I think we need to get a deconstruction chip. What is it? Silicon and magnesium? Easy peasy. And that can go in there. Oh, we get a torch as well. Silicon and 2 magnesium. Wow, we don't have enough magnesium yet. Fine. Well, we'll get all of that while we're out here. After just a little bit of running around, we now have, well, all of our stuff neatly sorted. Ice, iron, silicon, titanium. Yeah, you're for extra stuff like iridium and things like that we get our hands on. Magnesium, and finally cobalt. So, I think our first plan is we should run this direction. Now, over this direction we've got the iridium place. So I think along the way we'll basically pick up any iron, titanium, and a little bit of silicon. But we've maybe strip mined a lot of stuff along here. So there's 1 silicon. The reason we want to grab the iron, titanium, and silicon is, well, we can build ourselves little habitat shelters as we go along. Ooh, give me another piece of titanium there. Iron. Yeah, there's more. I guess 3. Pretty sure that's all that's required. It's 3 iron, 2 titanium, and a silicon. Yep, we're good. Yeah, we'll grab a few other bits and pieces, why not? Actually, iron. Another piece of iron, if you wouldn't mind. We'd like to make ourselves a storage container. Excellent. Now, we want to get close to... Where are there? There's a waterfall over here somewhere made of sand. And we want to get close to it so that before we put down a little habitat. Ah, new blueprint received. We got a solar panel. Okay, I wonder if that's like all day round, or you actually need batteries or accumulators or something to keep it going. Never got this far in the last playtest. I just sort of like randomly did some junk and then decided, yeah, okay, now I know enough to not be completely horrendous the moment we start. Oh, and we should raid those ships as well. I presume they've got some tasty goodies in them. Warning, oxygen low. Yeah, that is to be expected. So, yeah, here is good, and give us a door. Ooh, barely get inside that. Well, it's more expensive than using an oxygen tank, but it does mean we can explore here much more thoroughly. What have you got on offer? What are you? Oh, that's just cobalt. It just looked funky because it was in the corner. All right, let's explore this place. Oh, and there's the red glowy stuff over there. Ooh, I'll take some iron. You know what? I'll take a little bit of everything. What can I say? I'm a bit of a hoarder. I suppose this is well known. Alright, let's take all of this shiny red stuff. The shiny red stuff is one of the main reasons to come here. Ooh, you look... Aluminium. Or aluminum, depending on where you're from. Let's see, what else have we got? Iron. Yeah, the reason I'm taking iron so much is it just has so many uses. Like, if we just go back to this habitat here real quick, what we can do is chuck down a storage container made out of iron. And we can use this to store a bunch of things. Yeah, excellent. We'll come back for the iridium, but we've definitely got enough oxygen and stuff to keep us going. Didn't bring any water or food, but I didn't think we'd really be here that long, and I figured wasting slots on that is pointless. What's that yellow junk? That more ice? Yeah, that's ice. Never mind. Let's focus on the expensive stuff. So let's get this red iridium. That is effectively what we really want to come here for. That's required in heaters. I'm not sure. Like, I assume these are all limited resources and they don't respawn. Okay, we have... Oh my god, it's a lot of iridium. Yeah, we'll take all the iridium and the aluminum, I'm thinking. I'm still going to take the iron, of course. And we'll just leave the rest here. We can leave this place as sort of an outpost where we can come back to occasionally if we got to get more iridium. Hopefully that should be all we need for a while. I gotta figure out how we get more oxygen tanks or bigger oxygen tanks. Actually, food. That would probably be very important. Reason being is we don't have, well, any way to make food that I'm aware of yet. And if you can't make food, what happens long term when you run out of the stuff you start with? That's my biggest concern, but I presume we unlock tech that does something about that. It's just a case of, when do we unlock it? Ooh, blue chest along the way. Let's nab that blue chest and see what it's got. Oh, damn, my inventory's full. Oh, get rid of the iron. I will take the blueprint, and I will take the Sinipia seed? Sure, and you know what? Pop an oxygen capsule. And give me the eggplant seed. Turn into a food grower. Yeah, we'll get one of those at one point. We'll be back for that chest. We can haul it back over. Now that we know where it is, we'll do a couple of runs. Okay, blueprint. Let's decode you. Receive new blueprint. Microchip to T2 mining speed? What do these things do? T1 mining speed. Equip this chip to reduce ore mining time. Mining time reduction minus 10%. Mining time reduction minus 20%. Now, this requires silicon and super alloy. Don't have any super alloy. I think we need to go to the ships then. The ships probably have the super alloy. Also, I need to go grab some food out of the shuttle. Yeah, I need to transfer all of the food junk from over here, from this section. I mean, this shuttle served us well, but I think our new base is far superior now. Ooh. Yeah, I knew you had a bunch of junk in here. Ooh, new blueprint, Veggie Tube 2. I was about to make a second one because we got our hands on one of those Sinapia seeds, which are pretty good. But how much does this thing cost to craft? Veggie Tube 2. Ice, iron, magnesium, second piece of ice, and one piece of silicon. Okay, second piece of ice, and I think silicon is... Wait, where did I put the silicon? There we go. Perfect. Give me this Veggie Tube 2, if you wouldn't mind. You know, I should probably make some more space. You know what, we'll put you there for now. Warning, low power. Well, yeah. Give me... How much is a solar panel? Iron, 2 cobalt, and silicon. So, let's put a solar panel down there. Power's restored. And then chuck down another wind turbine. Perfect. Just what I want to do real quick is put this plant in here. Now that should hopefully... Okay, oxygen plus 2.4 DPS. And you are... 0.3? What? 2.4? Oh yeah, so that thing's way better. Oh, okay. So we need to basically... I think I get it. I was wondering why the oxygen, like the Veggie Tube increases your oxygen. So why is the Veggie Tube under heat? And now I get it. We unlock the Veggie Tube, which allows us to increase oxygen production massively. Massive oxygen production means we unlock the heater level 2. Then heater level 2 will allow us to unlock better oxygen production techniques. Kinda get it now. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Pressure-wise, though, how does that go? Yeah, that makes less sense because you need a lot more... We're going to need a lot of mining drills, aren't we? Drill 2 generates pressure by releasing gases trapped in the ground. I think we'll stick down one more mining drill before we go. Give me one... actually, give me 2 mining drills. That should hopefully speed up the pressure going into the atmosphere. And... Ooh, as for the heaters. No, I think I'm going to hold that in the heater. We're going to get an improved heater, and that will hopefully... Like, that oxygen is just shooting up now. In fact... Get rid of the Sinapia seeds, and we put you on to deconstruct. I don't know what we got back there, if we got back anything. And we should put down a Veggie Tube 2 again, so one more ice if you wouldn't mind. And now we have doubled your fun. Okay, oxygen's going nuts. Alright, while that's going on though, I want to go on a bit of a jaunt. We'll grab one water bottle, a couple oxygen tanks. How do we use the torch? Oh, toggle light ship F. I don't know. Going exploring at night seems like a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it anyway. Same again. We'll keep an eye out. New blueprint received. Indoor ladder. But we're going to keep an eye out for iron. I think it's iron, titanium. Oh, we'll take some magnesium. You can never have enough magnesium. Ooh, chest. Iron. Titanium. You need silicon? Yes, please. We'll also take the blueprint for the microchip. And they got fabric! Yes! Okay, I want to explore this, but I want to do it like in a leisurely fashion. So we're going to put ourselves a little outpost up here. We should have everything we need. And then we can ferry everything back. There's got to be some good stuff in here, though, right? You get in there? Okay. Ooh, what's that? Right, no, let's just put this down now. Oh, we're missing titanium. Never mind. We'll just leave that stuff lying around the place. Done. Ooh, new T3 backpack. All right, worry about you in a minute. Down a case here, if you wouldn't mind. And then we can store up a bunch of this stuff. We don't want to lose any of that. If we die, it gets lost. And what the hell is this stuff over here? Melts at. Oh, so we don't gain access to that cave until the planet gets hot enough. That's an interesting little mechanic. All right, then. Let's start exploring. We've got a torch, and we got time. And I don't think we need the torch, to be honest. This place seems rad. Nice place you got here. Okay, maybe we do need the torch. Ooh, there's a chest. Oxygen multiplier is actually pretty low. Fabric, yes. Oh, and there's a super ally. All that stuff is good. What else have you got in here? Oh, actually, 1 second. I want to go with deconstruct. Oh, we got the iron back as well. You got anything else in here for us? Oof. Yeah, that works. Ooh, there's a heater. Blueprint chip, yes. Can we take the heater with us? Okay, we can deconstruct it, and that gives us iridium. And our option's kind of getting a little tight. So before we explore that direction, I think we're going to pop back out again real quick. Bank all of this stuff, and then we can come back in. One area down, we've got a bunch of blueprint chips. I'm curious to see how they help us. It seems to just increase our... Oh, I should really build those blueprint chips. I've been meaning to build one of them, actually. You are also deconstruct. Okay. I think we'll go left first. You, what are you? Space food, aluminum, water bottle, iridium. Yeah, we'll take the lot of you. And we'll deconstruct you. Otherwise, I'll forget. I'll come back and be like, oh, what's this? First, I'll mess it up. Open spacesuit lockers. Spacesuit. Cool. What else you got in here? Ooh, more cases. Right. 250% multiplier? Hazardous hydration level low. Huh. Never mind. We got water outside. So we gotta dump a bunch of stuff. Spacesuit Kotomo? Spacesuit Sci-Fio. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, then. Yep, right. Okay, so it's basically just a way to look different, that's all. Alright, we gotta be near the bottom of this ship, right? Let's go in, quick last look, see what else we can find. Actually, we might have to do another one after this. It's down here. We've already done that section, so leftish. Yeah, we'll take it all. And also gives us some iron. And what do you got down here for us? That gave us more iron. Ooh. I don't want to deconstruct that. I'm kind of worried that that might actually be too much for our inventory to hold. My God, there's so much stuff here. More super ally, more iridium. I gotta start being more picky. There's too much good stuff in here. This place is a literal gold mine. Alright, we're back, and we're gonna deconstruct this. Yeah, aluminum, iron, titanium, silicon, and 2 iridium. Deconstruct debris. Okay, we can't open those doors. What else we got in here? More cases? Eggplant seeds. Yes. We'll take the aluminum. Why not? Dear God. Okay, fine. We'll take your seeds and your space food and... Oh, come on! Sinapia seeds. Oh, food, eggplant. Yep. Like, there is so much good junk in here. It's mad. Oh, blueprint chip. What are you? Blah, 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 blah. Ship inexplicably exited hyperspace. We're going to try to make an emergency landing. Blah, blah. Oh, open fusion reactor? No. No, I don't think I will. I think I'm going to dock some resources first. Like, I mean, it's probably safe to open the fusion reactor, but just in case it irradiates the bejesus out of us and kills us, I would prefer to empty the inventory of all the good stuff first. Okay. We have lots of food. We have lots of fabric and blueprint microchips. We have lots of this. We have lots of that and lots of... What does it cost for a blueprint screen? Iron and silicon, right? So if we just grab some iron and silicon and put down a blueprint screen, can we just microchip compass received? T2 agility boots received? I missed that last one. And never mind. That actually saves a bunch of space. Oh well. Let's go in here and keep raiding. I want to go in and find out what's inside that fusion reactor. I'm going to imagine it's fusion, but you know, good fusion, probably. Okay. Open the fusion reactor and... Huh. Like, if we put uranium in there, would it, like... Actually, no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Oh, well. Thank you for everything. I think there is one last place I haven't explored, though. I'm going to have to check that out. This is the exit, and this is another area we haven't been to. Plant, uranium, yeah, whatever. Ooh, yeah, we'll take you, and you. Thank you for everything. We would now like to leave. I think we've cleared that place out entirely. Ah, excellent. I'm going to call that a good day's work, though I might want to go back and try chucking something into that fusion reactor. So, turns out you can't just cram some uranium into a fusion reactor. Yeah, I mean, it seems normal. Oh, hydration level's low. 1 second. We will chug a big water bottle. All right, we're going to bring back fabric, the higher end plants, some super alloy, uranium, a little bit of eggplant seeds. That's about it for now. Where is it? There is a bunch more plants, a bunch more of this stuff. Bunch more of this stuff. We're going to actually want to come back for the food. There's a lot of it there. So we'll have to do a second run. But for now, I think that was absolutely smashing result. Anything over here? Nah, it's just scrap. Never mind. So, a little bit of organizational fooey, but I'm thinking the first things we want to do is actually get our hands on these agility boots. Where did we put that aluminium we brought back? Like we're gonna need some more of this as well. You give us agility boots. Yeah, that's sweet. Makes us move 15% faster. I think we're going to need more aluminium though, aren't we? No, actually, super alloy is what we need next. We got the 2 super alloy. Perfect. And in that case, just immediately craft us the tier 2. They'll give us 30% movement bonus. Oh, excellent. Well, that'll save us 30% of the oxygen we need. Which reminds me, we can also get a T3 oxygen tank. Iron, titanium, silicon, magnesium, and aluminium. Got them all. So, oxygen tank, tier 3. That takes us from 200 to 280 oxygen. Totally worth it. And finally, T3 backpack. We don't have enough aluminium. That's okay. That is actually fine. We can just go get more. And Check down some space food. We'll leave all of you there for the minute. We're going to go stock back up again. There is... Well, it's easier, left or right? And then we'll go left. New blueprint received T2 drill. Okay, and then we've got to sit down and start actually installing the newer equipment we've been unlocking. Our oxygen production has been a bit ludicrous, so it's unlocked a bunch of stuff we can use. We are so much faster. Like, we just basically zip around the place, and that 280 oxygen just makes you feel so much more comfortable exploring. Yeah, but I think I'll do one more run back, and maybe upgrade our backpack, do one more run, take back all the food and all the bits and bobs, expand out our habitat maybe a little bit more. We're going to need some more iron, actually, to keep expanding it like we're doing. We're up to 3 boxes, but I'm basically just going to keep chucking boxes onto this until... and cramming it full of stuff for as long as it takes. Time for a quick backpack upgrade. Nice. Now we can carry even more junk around with us. Pack rat, I tell you. Okay, full transport has been done back, but we've unlocked so much extra stuff we should probably start using it. For example, the T1 drills only give 0.2 pressure. The T2 gives 1.5. So that's 7.5 times as much pressure. We should probably get some power up first. Iron, 2 cobalt, and silicon to get some solar. That'll allow us to chuck down a solar panel real quick. I don't think it really matters where they go. Perfect. Now, next up, we want to put down a T2 drill, iron, and 2 titanium. Easy peasy. We got loads of that stuff lying around the place. I do, like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it would have been faster and more efficient to just start chucking these down higgledy-piggledy, but laziness on my part. Done. Now, that is actually doing... Yeah, 1.5 as opposed to this one, which is doing 0.2. So that's actually doing more than all 3 of those combined. I'm thinking... Yeah, you guys can go. We'll take the iron and titanium back. It just means... Actually, let's put in a second drill. Alright, second mining drill. 2 mining drills. Double your pressure. Double your fun. That's gonna help... Actually, let's check power. Power is... Oh, yeah, we're gonna need another solar panel if we want to start adding anything else. What do we want to start adding? Oh, definitely a T2 heater for sure. We already got a food grower up. Great. Now, yeah, no, I'm putting down more solar. Basically, want to make sure we don't run out of power anytime soon. You. Perfect. Lots and lots of power. What are we up to? Butt tons. It seems like solar panels don't really care about day or night, so... okay, fine. I'm not going to complain. Next up, we want... Yes, heater, wasn't it? And then a food grower. Ooh, that's excellent. So what I really would like is some sort of sustainable method of growing things. That would be even better. Alright, you. 2 iridium, a silicon, an iron, and an aluminium. All coming up. Okay, heater, go... there? Yeah, I think we can still keep that there, and it won't interfere with the chests. That's a lot of heat energy. We can get rid of this now. We don't need it anymore. And if we check here, I think we still have... Yeah, we still got leftover power. I say we stick down a second one. I mean, doubling down just seems like the fastest way to get to the newest techs. In fact, let's check here. Yeah, whoa, we've got the food grower. Right, I should start scrolling this back so I can see what we've actually unlocked. T3 backpack, we've got that. Solar panels Mark II are up next. That will give us better solar energy. Food growers allow us to make our own food, I presume. Then we've got T2 veggie tube. Insert a seed in this device to generate O2. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, we unlocked it already. Screen progress, we've been waiting on that. That might be a while. And then down here, we've unlocked T2 drills, but then we want living compartment with glass. Screen for transmissions. Communication antenna. Huh. That's fine. We'll stick down another heater anyway. I think that's what we're going to want. And then we might even start going with more oxygen production as well, like it tripling down on things. Alright, you can tuck in nice and neat right there. How's our numbers looking? Numbers go burr? Yeah, numbers go burr. They're slightly faster than before. Alright. We could put down more of those veggie tube things. Is we got our hands on a bunch of seeds at some point that if I can just remember where I put them. Here. So we've got a Barella seed that goes up to 250%. Ooh, new solar panels Mark II. I would like to see what they are like. Okay, magnesium and aluminium. Okay, so it requires more rare resources. Oh, and we finally got screen progress. That's the one we've been trying to go for. So, screen blueprint, screen progress. You require a little bit more silicon, and we are good to go on your front. Where did I put that? Yeah, there we go. So, screen progress. Yeah, you're a wall mount. Perfect. We will put you right there. Cool. Barren to blue sky, 10.37. Ah, okay. So reach blue sky at 175,000 Ti. I guess it just seems to be scaling up then. Find resources, put down more power. Use power to put down more miners, more heat, and more oxygen. Or unless I'm missing something, that seems to be the general goal. In which case, more resources are going to be required, and what I would really like to get my hands on is some sort of infinite mining. There's got to be that somewhere. Ore extractor. Extracts ores from the ground depending on where it's placed. Depends on pressure. Okay, so we need more pressure for that, which means we need more mines. So mining was probably preferable. I mean, it's miles down the track. But I'm thinking maybe concentrate on mining a bit. Or, yeah, putting in more drills. That gets us more UPAs. And once we get up to 155, that unlocks the good stuff for us. So, power and mines. That's all we want from now on. Okay, that's 4. And we've got a little bit of extra power and juice going on. Might need some more titanium, though. We've only got 4 left. She might be ready to just spend all of our resources. We can always recycle everything. And then come back when it unlocks the next technology. Actually, is there anything that increases our oxygen supply and stuff? I figure... Okay, stuff just unlocked rather rapidly down here. Living compartment is unlocked. Screen transmission is unlocked. Communication antenna has unlocked. Nuclear reactor has not. Or extractor. But they're coming along nicely. I think I'm going to do some more oxygen, though. Namely because we got a couple of good plants. These things look pretty handy to make. Did a little bit of moving around just to simple things out. Now we've got 4 plants down here generating oxygen. 2 heaters. And we have enough power left over. We might go with another heater. Yeah, we could chuck down another heater or 2. I mean, this terraforming stuff's going ahead pretty fast. So, what I kind of want to do is spend most of our resources and then go on a spree to bring in a bunch more mining while all of these generate in the background. That's the thing. There's sort of like a waiting game with this. I mean, we theoretically could just bugger off and come back in a few hours and this would have done its first terraforming stage. But, well, that seems inefficient. Ooh. And we should probably build the new things we just gained access to. Whatever a beacon is, helps you find your way home. Living compartment glass, screen for transmissions, and a communication antenna. So a beacon, a communication antenna, and screen transmissions. Does beacon go inside or does it go outside? Oh, you know what? There you go. I'm going to assume that no matter where we are, we can see it type thing, or yeah. So that's going to be like a blue dot that we can always see. Okay, it makes getting back to base if you're going far enough away easier. What's the other ones? Communication antenna. Yeah, we don't have any more. We're out of aluminium. Damn it, okay, we're going to have to go exploring some more. Give me some water. Actually, ooh, we have way too much of that. 1 water, 1 oxygen tank. Actually, 2 oxygen tanks, and we'll grab some food as well, and we'll get out of here. So, the last place we saw aluminium was over this way. I believe there's a ship over that direction as well. Let's go slightly off the beaten track. Oh, actually, wait, there's a chest over here behind this rock, isn't there? Or is it the next one? Damn it, might be the next rock. But we'll keep an eye out for some iron, some titanium, and some silicone, just in case we want to make a new base later. We also have a drop-off point over there that we built earlier. I had completely forgotten what was in this chest. You know what? Let's just take all this and head back home. That's actually a pretty decent haul, so why not? And yeah, there's our little... Yeah, there's the little blue thing in the dot in the distance so we can make our way back to base a lot easier. Ah, there she is. Now that one's got to have some aluminium in it. Hopefully. Or we might find some on the ground. I know there's some over in that cave over there. There was a little bit. So we could go over there, but I think there's probably more in the ship. Ooh, that place looks interesting. We might have to go there next. That might have some as well. You know what? No. We'll check this place out first. See what the ship has to offer. First we'll put down a little... Is that a... For a second there I thought that looked like the front of a boat. I suppose it is technically a spaceship. So spaceship, boat, they're same department sort of thing almost. You can go there. And done. Perfect. And we'll put down a quick chest in here because, yeah, we're going to be back. Okay, let's see what you got for us. Can we actually deconstruct any of these things? No. Pity. Let's explore your ship. What do you got for us? Deconstruct technical debris? T2 deconstruction chip required. That's not great. We'll deconstruct you for iron. What are you? Oh, that looks like a chest. Yeah, we got most of this junk already. I mean, we'll take it all. I basically just empty everything. I can't help it. Pack rat mentality, just give us it all. We'll sort it out later after we stockpile it all back in the ship. Or on the ship, in the, our little storage thing outside. Okay, we're back. We've drained all the early ones. Now let's see what we got the later ones. Yeah, just more iron debris. Yeah, chair, more junk. More iron debris. That looks like an... Yeah, tier 2 heater. This is a little bit of titanium, but we would prefer more. More titanium... Ooh, aluminium, I should say. Yeah, we'll take you. In fact, we have so much iridium at this point, it's starting to get out of control. What else you got in here? Yeah, more titanium. It's exactly what we were looking for. Squash seeds. Haven't seen those before. You should be a blueprint. Yes. And yeah, you guys we can't deconstruct because deconstruction chip level 2. We can't... we'll find out later. All right. For now, let's just deconstruct all this junk. Take it all back and sort it out and see which ones we're bringing back with us in the first run. Oh, and a little bit of thing. Make ourselves a crafting station, just in case we need some supplies. I don't think we do, but... Ooh, a little bit low on food. Pretty sure we found some around here, though. While we're here, we're also going to take advantage of the blueprint screen to decode the blueprint, or what is... Recycling machine. What the hell does a recycling machine do? Recycling machine requires two deconstructor microchips, 3 super alloy, breaks down items into their core components. I thought we could already do that. Oh, there's another area in here. And there's a blueprint chip. Excellent. And more fabric. No, we don't care about those plants. Yeah, whatever, we'll take them. I won't take the beans. You know what, I'm just going to take everything. I can't help myself. Spacesuit, spacesuit. I don't care about any of the spacesuits. I will take the iron, though. What can I say? There's never, ever a reason not to take the iron. So far. It's just too useful. So grab a quick snack. Done. Well, our whole point of coming out here was to get as much aluminium as we could. And I believe we have hit that goal. Now we just gotta dump the stuff we don't desperately need. Oh, blueprint. What are you? New blueprint microchip T3 mining speed. I gotta start using these, but I think we need super alloy, and we don't have any. Can make the basic one without super alloy. Sure. That means we can mine a little bit faster, I think. Alright, so that's what we're looking like on the way back. We got enough aluminium that we can do a little bit more upgrading. And there's a blue box over there between here and the mine. Might as well have a quick gander. Well, we don't have any space for it, but at least we'll know what we need. Oh, well, how much space we're going to need if we come back here. Probably when, though. Come on, what do you got? Nothing good. Well, I suppose water and food. I mean, if you needed it, it'd be very handy. So now we get to do the transmission dish. Can we stick that on top? No, no, I can't turn it sideways. Sure, let's just stick you right there. How much power do you use? You know what, it's fine. We've upgraded all of our solar panels to double solar panels, and we get new blueprint received. Level 3 veggie tube. Okay, we're going to have to use that in a minute to increase oxygen production, but no. We need to put down a screen to go with the... Oh, the food grower. I need to build one of those as well. First, though, the screen. Transmission screen. Iron to silicon magnesium. Okay, you know what? I need a desk. Something to put this on. A table? Desktop. Yeah, desktop sounds about right. There we go. Now, we want to put the blueprint screen back. Can you... Actually, we'll rotate you a little bit. There we go. We're going to have a little dual screen setup going on. Transmissions. Yeah, you can go there. What do we got? This is an automated message to Convict GP8971L. You have chosen to have your sentence commuted to an extradition. To get all the charges against you dropped, you must fully terraform this planet. Our sensors will periodically scan your progress and send you the required blueprints. Do not try to contact Sentinel Corp. If our sensors do not detect any advance in the terraforming process, you'll be considered missing and charges will not be dropped. You cannot claim ownership or value over anything on the planet. You're only allowed to use the resources found on the planet to increase the terraforming index. You're not allowed to leave the planet until the terraforming is complete. Well, that just sounds terrible. Well, this morning on our 17th day of space travel to Sigmar, the ship inexplicably exited hyperspace velocity. The navigating tool went crazy and the ship lost power as if it had been drained by some exterior thing. We're going to try to make an emergency landing on the unreported planet. I'm not sure what we'll find. There seems to be a huge storm on the surface of the planet. I hope we make it. Well, great. I'm going to put down... What was it we wanted to do again? Yes, we've got a new tech unlocked. First, food grower. We need to be able to make food. Aluminum, iron, and a water bottle. Ooh, drill T3 as well. So, give me this... Where is it? Food grower. We'll stick you down here in this section. So we have to put a plant in there. Which plant is the best plant? Eggplant. Bean seed. Squash seed. Okay, the least one we have is the bean seed. So let's go with beans. They're probably the rarest. Therefore, the best? Unless we find potatoes. Growing. Speed 0.6. Grow faster. Oh my god, I think I just saw... Oh my god, you can actually see it growing. Okay, that is... That's good. Not ready yet. 30%. 31. Yeah, watch. Oh, God, our water. Yeah, we should consume some water. We're almost dry. This new level 3 veggie tube thing has to go outside. Right, let's give it a plant. No, not the 200s percenters. 200 percenters are bad. We want to get one of the... Here we go. 250 percenter. And that gives... What? 32 oxygen per second. How much do the old ones give? You give 3 oxygen per second. Oh, you're both gone. Actually, no. We don't have enough aluminium for this. We're being bottlenecked by aluminium. I need to go and do another run. Namely because we just can't get any more out. Nope. We have enough aluminium for 1 mine, I think. One of level 3 drills. This one gives 1.5 pressure. This gives 17? Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, so it needs 2 aluminium, 2 titanium. We don't have enough aluminium for this. Ah, bugger. Oh, and we do have a new message. Identification. Unnamed. Corporation ownership. Unclaimed. Habitability level null. Planet unnamed is located in the Isil Prime sector, a pre-civilization sector crossed mostly by trade ships traveling between big spaceports. The sector has 842 planets. Blah, blah, blah. The planet has been identified as a possible candidate for future colonization. Right. Great. Well, let's dump this stuff and head out. So, I figure we head over to that weird outcropping that was over on the right of the last place we went. Oh, and of course we'll grab 3 iron, 1 titanium, and a silicon. They seem to give you, like, graphical indicators, so I gotta figure this is a new resource. So, hopefully it's aluminium, but it might also be uranium. We'll find out when we get there, I suppose. Ooh, and there's a spaceship in the background. I can see a sort of a... we'll see it at the top of this hill. Yeah, you can see the sort of ring up there. What is this place? Titanium. Ooh, yeah, no. Aluminium. So, is it an aluminium cave? It's gotta be, right? This has, oh, 2 microchips. We're probably going to put down a little encampment here. Oh, yeah, there's aluminium. And there's a little ship thing to explore. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, okay, we can stay here for a little bit. First, we'll just put down a quick one of these. Allows us to recharge. Put down a quick storage chest. Iron and silicon for a blueprint screen we don't have, but we can get those. We're actually a little bit short on titanium back home, so I'm going to keep an eye out for that stuff as well. And there's another chest over here. Yeah, we're swimming. We're just swimming in resources now. Oh, more aluminium. You know what? Just take it all. We're going to take it all. Every single last bit of it. We're greedy. All right, you. Blueprint. Decode. What do you got it for us? Mapping? Okay, a mapping screen. Cool. Next one. You can receive microchip T2 torch. So, yeah, we're just going to do the usual. We've built ourselves a little crafting station in here. Now, what was that thing? T2 torch. It requires sulfur. You don't have that at all. In that case, we just continue with the looting. We bring food? Yes, we've got plenty of food, and there's a ship right beside us, or some sort of lootable area, so I think we'll be grand. Okay, ship. Let's see what's inside you. Deconstruct storage crate. No. Need to get into it first. Means I think we have to... How's that? Ah, yes, here we go. Yeah, we can't deconstruct technical debris. We haven't got the ability to do that yet. You... Oh, no. You are blueprint. We will take you. Anything else in here? Oh, yeah. All the way at the back. Bunch of aluminium. Yep. Taking it all. Yeah, 200% of the plant. Like, these Lirma plants are terrible. They don't give 100% oxygen. These things give 200. 250 is what we would really prefer. And, you know what? We'll just take everything. What's in the bottom chest? Another blueprint. In that case, we're going to have to leave some space. Back in a minute. All right, blueprint. What do you got for... Oh, my God, 3 blueprints. I forgot. New blueprint received. Area lamp. Okay. New blue... I didn't even see that one. Give me a second to read them, would you? T1 GPS satellite. Oh, okay. You know what? We'll worry about it later. Super alloy. Yes, please. Some of the stuff here we don't care. You know what? We're going to have to put some iron back. Normally I'm like all for taking a little bit of iron with us, but yeah, I think we're good. I think that's enough for one run. We're going to have to start ferrying this stuff back to our main base. What we need is a vehicle we can drive that has like storage on the back of it so we can carry an awful lot more. I think as a haul goes, that's a decent amount of aluminium. Let's head back to base. I think we've got enough for now. That will allow us to expand out our mining and oxygen production. Actually, it's going to allow us to expand out everything. It's going to be awesome. Also, we will be back for whatever it is over there in that corner. I got to imagine that's where we're going to get sulfur next. Actually, yeah, maybe we should be circling. Like, we should be checking out the surrounding area. Like, there's a ship over there. There's the iridium over there. There's the aluminium over there. The big ship behind us. I got to imagine there's something over there to the left that we should really get our hands on as well. Like, I imagine there's stuff just equidistant in all directions that you need to progress to the next step, and then it just pushes me even further afield. I think our food grower is finished. We now have beans. Restores 60 health. That's better than space food. Okay. Well, we'll put you back. We don't need you for now. All right, we were about to do something. Yes, we were about to make T3 mining drills. So iron, and 2 titanium. Actually, never mind. We can recycle the old drills. See, the old drills cost 2 titanium, 1 iron. So the new ones are just 2 aluminium and 1 iron to replace them. Well, to upgrade them. So we're going to need 8 aluminium and 4 iron. Actually, this is not going to work. We don't have enough power for this. But we'll replace 1. And we'll stick in T3 mining drill. Where can you go? You know what? We'll put you over here, a little bit further away. Done. Now what we really need to do is stick down about 2 more power plants because our power is going to be what? Yeah, our power's starting to get up there a little bit. You know what? No, we can do one more mine. One more. And it's such a big increase in power when you do this. It's kind of, or a big increase in productivity. It's insane. Like this is 1.5. This generates 17. It is multiple times better. All right, let's maybe check down a couple of solar panels before we go any further. And there we go. All 4 drills upgraded. Now we might... Actually, let's check our power draw. At the moment, yeah, we're good. I think we're going to have to upgrade all of our plants as well so we get more oxygen coming out. What are those? You know what? Let's just rip these out. There's no point. They basically produce so little compared to just even one of the newer ones. We might as well just get on with it. What was that? New blueprint received. T3 heater. Oh! Well, we'll be sticking those down in a minute as well. First though, new veggie thingies. Okay, veggie tube, and give me another one if you got it. And nope, we'll have to go back for more supplies, but you can be filled out with one of the 250% oxygens, and you can get the 200. That's, well, most of the ones we've got. This should just basically dramatically shoot up the oxygen production. How are we looking? 87% of the way there? Damn, I think I've been going slow. Gotta speed this along. Okay, we have gotten 3 veggie tubes up and running. We have, or 3 veggie tubes Mark 3, or tier 3, 4 tier 3 drills, 4 of each, and then we've got only 2 heaters, but we've got access to a T3 heater, but that requires an iridium rod. How do we make an iridium rod? Oh, advanced craft station. Timing could not be better. I'm presuming the advanced craft station is going to help us out here. Oh, we got a shredder machine as well, and a recycling machine, neither of which we could use. Veggie tube, advanced craft station. 3 aluminium, titanium, magnesium, silicon, and I think... Yeah, we blasted through a lot of that aluminium when we brought it back. It is really necessary for this late stage stuff. And the advanced craft station. Ah, yes, iridium rods. Oh, we can make super alloys. This is oxygen tank Mark IV. Tier 4 backpack. Rocket engine. Jetpack. Allows you to fly in the air and increase displacement speed. Whoa. Okay, first we need some iridium rods, though, to unlock some more stuff. Iridium rods as well. What? 9? Okay, fine. We'll get you your 9 iridium. Good thing, like, I was wondering why there was so much of that stuff around the place. Is that it? Done. Okay, now we can make one of the advanced heaters. So, I think I'm going to have to do another solar panel before we do that. We're running kind of low on power. The plan was to put down another food grower, but it immediately flatlines our grid. I think we'll come back with more aluminium and more magnesium. It's just without the magnesium, we can't make more power. Ooh, new blueprint, nuclear reactor. Okay, that would solve our power problems. Uranium rod, 3 super alloy. Oh, okay. We've only got 2 uranium, though. I'm pretty sure one of the uranium's here and one of them's at another location, and we're going to get 9 uranium to make 1 uranium rod. Do nuclear reactors ever need refueling is the question. You know what? Not going to worry about it. We're going to go do a quick run to the other location. But first, we'll grab a snack and drop off all the junk we've got in our inventory. I'll run back real quick and grab all the stuff we left behind, or at least 1 load of it. We actually had 2 uranium over here and some more iridium. We should bring that back. Oh, and I got to make sure I bring back all the magnesium. We're kind of low on that. Silicon as well. You know what? Let's just do multiple runs. We can take all this stuff. I'll just do it in the background. You'll never even know what happened. What's a grass spreader, and why did we get it as a blueprint? You know what? Worry about it later. Pop back home real quick. Oh, and yes, the sky is blue, and we now have clouds. That's nice. Does that mean the meteors have stopped? You know what? Let's not worry about it. Let's just enjoy this lovely day. And hydration level is low. Not a problem. Found a chest in here, actually. I just went behind some rocks and more blueprints. Which, yeah. Ooh, some titanium and... Oh, who am I kidding? Just take it all. I can't help myself. Plus, there seems to be some more junk back here that we'll probably take all of. Damn, would you look at that? It's another chest. What are you? 150%. No. Ooh, magnesium. We did want all of those. The rest of you can all stay. And there does look to be something over there. What are you? Oh. Ugh, there's another one over there, but it's a little bit further away. I think we'll go back, dip in for some oxygen, and then come back out. New blueprint received. Launch platform? Wait. What? Yeah, I gotta say, there was a lot of the stuff that just was not in the demo last time I played. Or my, okay, my memory's probably playing silly buggers on me anyway. Over here we might as well cash in that blueprint. Big living compartment? So now we can make, I think it's 4 blobs all at once. Super alloy. Okay, so it's a larger storage area. Got it. I think we won't be using that until we get mining sorted. And yeah, we do have water, we do have food, we do have an oxygen tank. Fine, let's go check out this area real quick. Though I'm going to make this, I'm not building an outpost out there. That's no. Done that too many times. We're just going to go over and have a quick look and come back. That's all we're here for. Unless there's some magnesium along the way, in which case we pick it up. We're running very low on magnesium back home. Okay, we've got blueprint. Thank you. You can be deconstructed. You are blueprint. 300% oxygen multiplier? Oh, hell yeah. This is totally worth it coming out here. What else you got? Oh, there's another one. 200%, 150. No, thank you. Aluminium. Squash seeds and eggplant? Sure. What else you got out this direction? There's one more blob of junk. Yeah, we don't have enough space. Damn it! You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Come back. And let's see what the next new blueprint is. T3 agility boots. What are you going to cost? 2 super alloy and explosive powder? What explosive powder? It's probably with the more advanced crafter. Oh well. What's the next one up? T2 blueprint pinning. No idea. We've unlocked a bunch of stuff, and I think we went on to the next stage of something. Yeah, we got clouds. But I think what I'd like to do is unlock T4 backpack and oxygen tank. Backpack, I think, is the most important one. Jetpack sounds fun, but allows you to fly in the air and increase displacement speed. Rocket engines. Oh my god. Iridium fuel rod. No, that's doable. Well, we need 2 rocket engines. That's going to take a lot of iridium. No, we'll concentrate on the backpack and the oxygen tank. That takes 3 super alloy, which is 1 cobalt, 1 iron, 1 magnesium, 1 silicon, and 1 aluminum. 1 second. Ingredients acquired. We're going to need 3 of these. 2, 3, and that should allow us to. Now all we need. Ooh, I think it's got to be backpack. We need 1 more titanium for this. Nope, wrong chest. Yeah, this one. You. Backpack. Oh, actually, what's our current backpack size? 24. Nice. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. Give us 4 more slots. Not exactly enormous. You know what? I think that's enough, though, for now. We're going to rush back over, grab some more junk at the other location, and then maybe do some more upgrades. Ooh, and we need to get the agility boosters as well. If we could just get our hands on some explosive powder. That's going to require us to go further afield, which is probably going to require oxygen tanks. Actually, how close are we to getting mining? That's the one thing we really want access to. Ore extractor, 155 UP. We're almost there. We're going to get the ore extractor soon, and that should hopefully get rid of a bunch of bottlenecks. This is going to be my second last run over here, probably. And I would really, really, really like a buggy. Just give me a buggy so I can drive around. We'll make this so much handier. I could totally turn it over and mess up the buggy in 5 seconds flat. What's that glowy stuff in the distance? We have an O2 tank. What are you? Iridium? Yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, I know oxygen's low. It's fine. We got an O2 tank on us. Pop that one. And I presume this ice melts once the temperature hits a certain threshold. Melts at 500k. Okay, got it. Well, thank you for the iridium, but we're out of here. That should allow us to make another heater. Okay, weirdly enough, I think I came back a different direction. You, give me the uranium, actually. Ooh, 200%. No. Give me that. And those. Yeah, I actually came back a different direction that brings me closer to the base. Oh, okay. So what originally happened is we went over that direction and then went all the way around and then came back through this cave. Yeah, I have a terrible sense of direction, but hey, at least we didn't end up dead. Because if worst case scenario, we could put down an emergency hab and then probably, actually, I'm not even sure if we can drop stuff. We probably could have figured out how to make a hab and hopefully generate some oxygen. Just got to grow a couple of cobalt to make ourselves an oxygen tank, worst case scenario. Actually, no, just make ourselves a hab and be done with it. Right, this ore extractor, it requires osmium, an iridium rod, super alloy, aluminium, and titanium. Right, extracts ores from the ground depending on where it's placed. Problem, where do we get osmium? What are you? Launch pad platform. Greatly speeds up the terraforming process by sending rockets into space. Yes, biomass. Grass spreader. Grows grass outside, generates biomass. Okay. Suppose stick one of them down. It produces 108 oxygen a second. Minus 13 point... 108 oxygen a second? Is that good? How much are you guys producing? 32. Right, okay, so let's try that grass spreader real quick. That sounds like something that should work. Okay, Lerma seed. Ooh. Right, let's just, low power. That's to be expected. You guys. Much better. 108 oxygen. I mean, you guys do 39. You're not terrible, but you're just not quite cutting it quite the same. And you can go and we'll put the 300% in there. New blueprint received. Foundation angle. Who the messages are. I finally managed to locate the system they sent you to. I don't have much time, but I'll try to give you some advice. The success rate for planet crafters is very low because it's almost an impossible task. You should find space food in your pod, and maybe in space rex. You'll be able to grow food when you meet the correct requirements, so try to find some vegetable seeds. Exploration and improvements are essential. Explore and improve your equipment to increase your chances of survival. Okay. Message from convict GP8971. I'm a planet crafter sent to my Goria 3 planet. If you receive this, it means you are near. Maybe you are a planet crafter as well. The weather is atrocious and I'm running out of resources. This is not enough for this barren world to terraform it. I don't know why I chose this. Death would have been more pleasant than this hell. If anyone can send me help, do so. Ah, that's charming. We have found something new. It's the storage locker. No, I don't want to put any text in. This thing is huge. It contains far more stuff. We're going to switch to these. They just hold so much more resources. You can go right there. Perfect. Now, I think we had ice in that section. Now we can just dump this full of ice. We can now store so much more. Should have done this ages ago. Place is looking so much neater. We did a quick iron run to top up on the iron supplies. That ate into our iron reserves just a little bit. But right now we should be able to build ourselves a T4 oxygen tank. And that increases our oxygen to 370 from... Wait, what was it? 280? So it went up almost 100 points? Totally worth it. We're going to be like just haul serious amounts of stuff now. Alright, what have we actually got to do? We've got one T3 heaters down. I'd prefer to get more of those. We don't have enough iridium. I'd like to get up a nuclear reactor almost, but I'm then looking at solar panels. Solar panels take a lot more resources, but 2 cobalt, aluminium, silicon, magnesium, iron, you get 19.5 power. This requires like 3 super alloy and a uranium rod. We don't even have a uranium rod, and the 3 super alloy, each one of those costs 6 material. So you're looking at 18 material for the super alloy plus another 9 for the uranium rod. And we don't even know where the uranium is. Whereas this is like 6 material and gives us 19. We could kind of get 3 of these for the price of 1 of these. Yeah, we could literally get 3 solar panels. Wouldn't be quite as good, but we can get those now, and we don't need to wait for the uranium. All right, this video's maybe a scooch long, kind of gone a tiny tad over time, but I think I know what I want to do next. Basically, explore and find osmium. I want to get those ore extractors going. If we can get an ore extractor going that just pulls out the basic materials that we need, namely cobalt, iron, magnesium, silicon, titanium, and aluminium, that means we don't have to worry about getting super alloy and a bunch of stuff, and we can just fill up our shelves with all of that basic materials. Of course, that means we won't be getting iridium or anything like that, but it does mean that we'll have all the bits and pieces we need to build more ore extractors, except for the iridium and the osmium. And then, so the first miner should be to get the basic stuff, and then the next miner should be to get more iridium and osmium so we can build more miners. And as for nuclear reactors, if we could find some uranium lying around the place, that'd be great, but otherwise I'm thinking just lots of T2 solar panels. We just don't have enough resources to get the uranium rods. Problem with solar panels is it takes a lot of aluminium, cobalt, magnesium, silicon, iron. They take a lot of resources and a lot of running around the place. So I'm thinking, do a big exploration run, look for the osmium. If we get that, build some ore extractors, and then we'll use the ore extractors to fuel lots of solar panels so we can build more ore extractors to get more stuff. Oh, and atmospheric water collectors, we should build one of those because that will get us water. And water means we no longer have to rely on ice. Right now, we're basically relying on ice to make us water, and that will eventually run out. And we should also finally put down a biodome, perfect place to grow plants and generate O2, which hopefully will grow us more food, because right now, this thing is the only thing that's growing us food, and it's not fast enough. We're not running out of food by a long shot, but eventually that will become a problem. So right now I've left it at only 1 grower, but we're probably going to make about 5 or 6 more growers at some point. Anyway, I am going to cut this out here. This was Planet Crafters, and it might take me an episode or 2 more to finish this. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck.